Good morning, team.
Good morning.
Why are we here?
To serve, delight, and engage our members while they shop their way.
Let me get a better one. Why are we here?
To serve, delight, and engage our members while they shop their way.
Very good, very good. And that has a lot of meaning in terms of increasing sales, even here at our store. I'm going to start off this morning with a story. That's the way we like to start all these meetings off, with a story. Well, I had a couple, an elderly couple that wanted a washer and a dryer. The wife, she was very, very slow and very, very picky. The husband was more concerned about me losing patience than her even taking so long. And I was laughing with him, telling him, hey, let her take her time. I've been married 20 years, so I know about that. Let her take her time. So I spent about 2 hours with them, going from washer to dryer. And after I did that, they left very happy. And 2 days later, guess what? I heard back from them again. And they wanted to return it. The wife was not satisfied. So what I did, I met them here on my off day. Now that looks like Members First. I met them here on my off day to help them make another selection. And after I did that, they left here so pleased. The husband was leaving out the door. He turned back and shook my hand, and he said, Mark, everybody needs a salesperson like you. So what that looks like to me, that was a wow moment for our customer. And it did me good, too, because after I helped them like that, I thought of my own parents. In other words, sowing into them and giving them the type of service that I want my parents to receive when they're spending their hard-earned money. So that looks like Members First, and then it looks like a wow moment for the customers because they left here very content. Okay, anybody else with a story to tell? Okay,
all right.
Jacob?
Last week, I had a gentleman show up down in shoes, elderly gentleman again. I spent about 10-15 minutes helping him look at different styles, and afterwards he thanked me for my help and said, I want to show you something. And he said, I've done business with Sears a long time. And I said, oh really? Well, about how long? He said, well, check this out. And he pulled out his Sears card. He had been a member here at Sears since 1958.
Wow.
And said he wanted to continue being a member here for the rest of his life.
Yes, yes. Very good. Interesting.
That's older than Raymond.
Okay, guys. What I want to focus on just for a few minutes to talk about 4 key results. World's greatest integrated retailer, deliver a wow moment to our customers, much like what myself and Jacob talked about, and develop associates that embrace change and technology, and also operating excellence that drives profitable sales. Talking about that, I would like to get into yesterday's results. Yesterday we had a 60% in our Net Promoter Score, which is something that looks like our CSAT. Guys, the standard is 80. So what we have to start talking about, we have to see it, then we own it, then we solve it, and then we do something about it. Also, PAs, yesterday, we're still down in PAs, negative 1.44%. Shop Your Way Rewards, 68%. Now, what I would like to ask somebody here, what does it look like to see it and to do something about it in terms of Shop Your Way Rewards, PAs? Who sell PAs here?
I do.
Nina, tell me today, what can you do today, you personally, what can you do today to increase our likelihood of increasing sales in our PAs?
Talk to the customer about the PAs at the point of showing them around. Tell them the benefits of it and how far it will really help them maintain the product, what they have. Rather, it's not just another protection plan. It just helps them maintain it for a longer period of time.
And we have to be consistent there every time. It's a numbers game. The more you present that, the more PAs that we're going to sell. Also, Shop Your Way Rewards quickly. Shop Your Way Rewards, I'll go with Cynthia. Cynthia, tell me today, what is something that you think you can do today to help us increase the opportunity that we have in Shop Your Way Rewards?
Cynthia is at 80% for the month, by the way, so surely she's got some tips for us. Come on now.
I mean, all I do is just ask them and tell them the benefits of Shop Your Way.
And apparently,
And I take 3 no's before I don't ask anymore. But
Oh,
I try to get the yes and the first or the second.
Good.
apparently that's what you're doing.
That's all I do.
They should be selling protection agreements.
I know.
You actually, yeah.
Yeah.
You just described a key part of selling right there, Cynthia, so good job.
He's a salesperson.
Okay, well, Mr. Jeremy, it's on you.
All right, couple things, guys. Speaking of Shop Your Way Rewards, we got some fairly decent size opportunities there. We're at 62% for the month, all right? So we got to get to 70 month to date, but we got to start with a daily performance. So we need 70% minimum today. I think it was Tuesday we were at 66, so we're getting closer and closer every day. But we've got to make sure we're asking every customer, like Cynthia said. That's where it starts. We got to get the phone number first, and then if they're not a member, we got to enroll them. Now, some interesting stats here for you on Shop Your Way. We're at 21% enrollment rate. 21% is higher than the district average right now. So enrolling folks is not our issue. It's the loyalty percentage. It's the folks that are already part of the program. So you're as a whole, we're doing a great job on the hardest part of Shop Your Way, which is enrolling people. We just got to get the folks that are already a member, get that transaction captured as a Shop Your Way member. We have 8,500 followers of our store on shopyourway.com. 8,500. That's the most I've seen from any store that I've ever looked at. The stores up in Knoxville, most of them had like 2,500. So our customers around here are already Shop Your Way members. Let's just make sure we capture their information, because you got the enrollment part down. We just need to be disciplined about getting the phone number consistently with every single customer. Credit is an opportunity. We've dropped below 100%. We're at 94 right now. So again, Cynthia said a mouthful there. She just don't know. Everything we do, we got to take 3 no's. Don't let the customer off with the first no. We got to continue to be persistent. But a key in all of that is enthusiasm. You know, Mark, his meeting this morning has been enthusiastic. You guys were enthusiastic when we're talking about the vision. We got to keep that energy high all day long. We got to let the customer know we're going to create a wow member experience with every one of them, and we can't do that without high energy and enthusiasm. And then we already talked about protection agreements. We're below parity. We cannot live below parity in PAs. It's just too big of a key part of our performance. Let's see, what else? Shop Your Way training. Who can tell me how to do a Shop Your Way transaction on the register? Is it possible?
Yes.
Raise your hand if you think it's possible. So the rest of you that didn't raise your hand, you're telling me it's not possible, right?
Oh, I don't know.
It is possible to do a store-to-home at the register. Now, if you're using ShopLite or the Shop apps, it's not really relevant. But for cashiers and MCAs, you can quickly ring up a store-to-home at the register as long as you know the stock number. And if you don't know how to do that, the folks that do know how to do that, let's help everybody else figure that out. And as managers, we'll come around and see if we can help you get some training on that aspect of it. But store-to-home, make sure we're offering store-to-home, free shipping, and all that good stuff when it's applicable. You talked about survey presentation already. Paging, over the intercom, the paging verbatims, the things we should be saying over the intercom. If you're a cashier and you need assistance at the cash wrap, you just simply say cashier assistance needed at X cash wrap. If a customer needs help in a department, we just say member assistance needed in women's. And then Cynthia knows that member assistance needed in women's means that an MCA is going to respond to that. And then the other one is a manager. If you need a manager or the manager on duty, you just simply say manager or member experience leader. We're changing the verbatim on that. Member experience leader to wherever you're stationed at. So member experience leader to home appliances. The last thing is if I need LaDante, if I need LaDante to come to the office, I'm just going to pick up the phone, hit 80, and say, LaDante, come to the office. Or LaDante, dial 1101. Don't say anything else. You don't have to say customer service LaDante. Don't say that. Just say her name to the department or to the extension you want her to call. That'll cut out some of our paging. So, okay, everybody understand that?
No.
Yep. Awesome.
What did you say about manager? How you
Member experience leader.
That's a code too to MPU too.
Yep.
Member
Yep.
experience
Anytime you need a manager, you just member experience leader. Okay. Last thing I got this morning is some recognition. We got a person standing here this morning that is leading the way in Shop Your Way rewards. We got several people actually, but one in particular, Sheba. Sheba's at 46% in enrollment rate and 79% loyalty percentage for the month. Fantastic job. And when you're talking about the number of transactions she's running, probably more than anybody else in the store right now because she's a cashier and she's working more. So that's fantastic and leading the way. So thank you, Sheba. And that's all about becoming the world's greatest integrated retailer. So thanks for that performance, Sheba. All right, we got anything else this morning?
Nope. One other thing on the Shop Your Way, it used to be when they got 3 phone numbers. It used to be when you couldn't get the first